I just had a thought, about spiritual warfare. And I think it's one thing to know of it, but it's another thing to really intentionally prepare ourselves for it. Because I was confronted with a situation the other day where even when I first encountered this person, I sensed something. I sensed something that was not godly. And at that moment, in retrospect, I should have been putting on my armor at that time. It should always be on, but I should have been more vigilant about how I'm about to approach this situation. What to look out for? What spirit am I dealing with, so I can know how to respond? And it brought me, so I've been thinking about that. That happened a couple days ago. It brought me to this current thought. I could have handled it a lot better, because after it was all said and done, I reviewed. I'm thinking about what happened. I'm replaying the situation in my mind. I should have chosen my words more wisely. Some of them. So that got me to thinking okay, yes, you have to be prepared, because it's everywhere. It's not a occasion where this is not gonna be necessary. Well, where you shouldn't be prepared for it to be necessary. Spiritual warfare, we talk about putting on our armor, right? But in addition to the armor, we have weapons. So I just think about people who come at us from the evil side, from the spiritual wickedness side. And while we wear our armor, I think it's equally important to acknowledge that we have weapons too. So not just shielding ourselves in retreat, knowing what weapons to use for the spiritual warfare that is at work in the supernatural. So, because a lot of times I think we look at it I'm going to shield myself, I'm going to armor. Yeah, that's important. We should. God tells us to do that, so we can be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, right? But at the same time, we're not always to just run away and retreat and concede defeat. Sometimes we have to face, with wisdom and with the counsel of the Holy Spirit, we have to face these situations, these demonic powers, these entities head on with the weapons that God gives us to use in that given situation. So I just had that thought there, because a lot of times I'm thinking, yeah, we turn the other cheek, we walk away. And I'm not talking about in a violent, fleshly manner. I'm talking about in a way where we're led by the Spirit of God to speak what we need to speak. And typically that's how we're going to combat these situations. So that's real quick. I'm pulling up to the drive-through. Thank you all. I hope you have a good day and shining.